Let's see. What can I play until people show up? How about this? Oh, that's good enough. Actually, it should be a little smaller. There we go. We got Bokomslo. You're doing some Bokomslo. That's all the jazz you get. Okay, back at the fort. Got our defenses secured. I'm going to be chopping down a few more trees around around the perimeter, just to make sure it's not go-throughable. We did not. Our elephants, some of their meat stayed in the butcher shop long enough to rot. So that's fun. Other things I'm planning. Hello, Charles. I'm going to have my miners go around and finish removing all of the ramps from around the map so that I can start building some more traps. Start catching some more stuff. Speaking of, let's build some cage traps here. Okay, because that's one place they can go. And then, like, over here, I'm gonna... Hold on. I'm gonna have to build a bridge over that. I'm hoping that this new bridge technique I've developed works. We have not made a death catapult with a bridge yet. One dwarf has been crushed by a bridge on accident, and I have a garbage compactor. So right now I'm removing all of these ramps leading between the two levels, and in the choke points that I create with that, I'm going to build a bunch of cage traps. Here's the entrance of our fortress over here. Gonna be cutting down a few more trees, so I've set up another wood stockpile. Gonna be building some cage traps by the entrance of my fort. And I'm going to be expanding this out afterwards. Actually, good. Don't want to do this yet, because they'll start digging if I do that. Get a few more cage traps built here in the siege area. And we're getting all of our stuff set up. I have a petition where they want to have a temple complex. The Fellowship of Aquamarines does, which they need to basically double their temple worth, which I might be able to do. Which place is it? What button is it? Laborious Steel. Oh, it's this one. That's going to be hard to make into a temple complex. So I'll just dig out a bigger room and have them use that as a temple. So let's chop this in half. Although this might be an aquifer, but we'll figure it out when we get there. Yeah, I haven't picked the names of any of my cults yet. Okay, here. I need to build a chair. Here. Not there. Chair. Build chair. Here. Table. Okay. Okay, that's all going well. Dwarf worship seems to involve lots of dancing. They like having stuff so they can dance. They want instruments and performers. They have instruments, but they don't have any performers. I haven't assigned any performers yet. Just making these into bedrooms. As I found a bedroom layout that was novel, but also one that I liked, which was this. And all the instruments in the game are procedurally generated. Like there's no guitars. They're like Irathus and Drobums or whatever. Okay, these are becoming bedrooms, because my bedrooms are sort of filling up. This will last me a good long time, though. Alright. And I have dormitories set up. We got elephant bones, because at the end of the last stream, I half-assedly murdered a bunch of elephants. I might need to increase my food stockpiles. How many? Detailed. Okay, none of those are masterworks. So if I wanted to expand that out backwards, I could. My diggers should be out digging outside, though. Yeah, everybody's stacking wood. Why can you not produce steel bars? Probably because I'm not telling you to right now. Yeah, how much steel do I have? 20, so I have enough. I'm focusing on lignite. Also having people just haul stone around. Okay, everything's going well. Not sure what my diggers are doing. Let's find out. They're hauling shit. Well, they're going to cease hauling shit. Till the digging is done. Autosave. Okay, season is changing. Winter has come. We live in a tropical climate, so it doesn't really mean anything for it to be winter. But that's fine. Love the autosave lag. I actually do. Playing this game without autosave is asking for bad things to happen. Okay. Let me make sure my changes took. They have. Wait, somebody became a swords dwarf. That's because she's using a crossbow, but her highest skill is, wait, hold up. Suspended the construction of the weapon trap. They keep doing that. I don't know why. Ah, here's one thing that is happening. I forgot to build doors in front of my... Oh, that's bad. That miasma is going to go down my entire fortress. Elephant meat in my butcher shops are going to cause rotten, nasty pink purple smoke to make everybody upset. Yeah, the poo gas. Somebody's just sleeping outside. Okay. They'll build a door here soon, though. And that'll keep the poo gas from leaking out. Okay, I have a lot of coal now. So now I can start setting up making steel bars. So make pig iron bars. Make pig iron bars. Make pig iron bars. Because you have to make pig iron, then you make steel. And I'm going to crank up the requirement on steel to 20 to 30 to 40. Okay. The door has been placed, so once the stinky poo gas disperses, it will, I'm also going... There we go. So there's probably a bunch of elephant meat inside of this butcher shop. Yeah, that's what it appears as though has happened. That there's a ton of rotting elephant meat. Where's my dog at? Who knows? Okay, making cages. Well, everything's just kind of working as it needs to. Gonna have to make another refuse pile soon, though. Just for the spoiled meat. After I finish with what's going on, we'll worry about dealing with the meat. Okay, the miners are almost finished dealing with these ramps. And this will increase the efficacy of my bottleneck trapping. It'll also work against invading forces, which is what got me thinking about it. What's wrong with you? Ah, he doesn't like being outside in the sunshine. Dwarves don't like being outside if they stay inside too long. It's called cave adaptation. Okay. Time for more cage traps. I think that's where that one was supposed to go. Yeah, that's where that trap avenue is at. Yeah, then that's where that one is. And that's where that one is. And then there's a layer up here. And I make my traps here. Make 30 rock mechanisms, please. And eventually they'll build bridges over the places that make my traps less effective, but this should let me trap most of the map on the eastern side at least. Okay. So which of these did they suspend? Some of these are set to... Some of these jobs get suspended. If you do a lot of them, because dwarves will be standing in each other's way, and it'll keep them from getting to the spots. Okay, that looks good. Okay, no more miasma in here. Reminded that I need to build a door here, though. And I think that I can go ahead and cancel these wood piles. I just wanted them temporarily. Just to sort of stockpile wood inside the interior of my fortress. I might use it to build walls. Wood piles are canceled, and that's T. That is what we call it. And then they'll start bringing the feather wood inside, because that's what I'm making my cages out of. I'm going to dump this chalk, because I think that's what's in the way of those weapon traps. Wood piles are over party. Okay. Mostly done removing ramps. Most of the animals on the maps are giant sparrows. There's a giant cave toad down here, though. Oh, I realized that my walls in here are actually insufficient. Which is actually a bit of a problem. So let's go ahead and build seawall. So I'm gonna have to dig my gaps one more than they currently are. There we go. Guess I need to dig this out. Not going to dig that out yet. And this will help make my fortress immune to climbing creatures. And I can do it out here too, but it'll be less effective because of these jutty out spots. But it doesn't matter if they can climb back out of the moat, it just matters that they can't climb over the moat. Okay. And then after they build this wall, I can dig that part out. And I'm just using the wood that's handy because I have so much of it. I have lots of wood. Okay, so now this can get dug out. The mayor wants us to build low boots. He must like low boots. Who's our mayor? Fath. So you. And then Fath. Okay, what does she like? She likes slate, copper, milk quartz, birchwood, white-browed gibbon leather, the color purple top, low boots, quivers, splints, and the words of the fatal tombs. When possible, she prefers to consume giant grackle, chicory, and single-grain wheat beer. She absolutely detests blood gnats. Yeah, she wants the leather. Hellbent for leather. It is funny though. Is my dump over? Ooh, I have tetrahedrite now. Where'd I get that? Anyways. What was I doing? I had a thing I was going to do. Yes. X. Remove zones. Remove this dump. Time for a new zone. Actually, this is still a zone. Remove this zone. Stop removing zones. New zone. Here. It's gonna be a garbage dump. And dump all of this shit. We're gonna use our trash compactor. They'll go stack all this rotten shit underneath. Let me look here real quick. Let me look at here. Refuse. Let's allow elephant teeth. Because I think elephant tusks. Don't know what my dwarf was doing, that they wouldn't dig that out. Okay. Almost ready to pull the lever on the trash compactor. The trash compactor is just a bridge that is going to lower on all this shit when I pull the lever. Yeah, allow the ivory. I want the ivory. Yeah, come get that ivory. All that's going on. How is my project over here doing? Oh, they're loading the traps. They're removing the ramps. What is this person doing? Is that the guy who... No, he's just standing there, though. Okay, they're planning the bridges that are going to keep critters from skipping my ramps. Okay, they pulled all of the ivory out. So it's now time to pull this lever. Somebody will come pull the lever. Eventually. What is everybody doing? Oh, the game was paused. That's a good reason for someone to be slow about pulling the lever. Smap. Okay. And then the lever, the zone is recreated. I remove the dump. I recreate my precious workstation dump. And everything's looking good. Let's get some more doors built. The granite doors look a lot like the planning mode doors. It's actually funny. Like, are these real doors or not? They are. Okay. I wonder if... Ooh, a giant olm. But everything's looking nice. No river critters yet, huh? Oh, an elf bowman is visiting. I don't like that. Which of these zones did I allow to visit? Citizens in long-term... Okay. Why is this elf here? Well, I guess he can hang out so long as he doesn't screw with anything. What is this guy's deal? He's just standing there. Okay. Maybe his pathing was broken. He was... As soon as I set the cage trap to be removed, then he was cool and left. Okay, my ramp stopper bridges appear to be being built. If anybody wants to go anywhere up and down these cliffs, they have to walk over my cage traps. So if I want to get rid... If I want more animals to come, I'm pretty sure I have to somehow kill these giant sparrows. Okay, my miners are hard at work. I want to remove that wall. And remove that wall. Okay. So I'm going to make some more indoor farms. For some reason, there's a fluffy wambler just hanging on top of that, or hanging out on top of that were-ape corpse. Well, hey, you do you, fluffy wambler. Okay, let's make sure that my dwarves aren't getting brain-locked by this trap anymore. Fluffy were-ape wambler. I'd believe it. Okay. Yeah, somebody is a presser as a profession, which is not a very good profession, but it's funny to us because we like the word presser. Holy Crystal is a priest to one of the, one of the various of... Okay, no other gaps. That'll work. Okay. Let's forbid this wood real quick. Actually, no. Let's make a pile real quick of wood here. And not have it here. And this wood stockpile is only for the wood of feather trees. I want to follow this guy. Okay, he's loading that cage trap. Anybody else loading a cage trap? Hold on a second. What are you doing? Load stone trap. Did I build a stone trap instead of a cage trap? Somewhere. That's going to be bothersome. I did indeed make some stone traps instead of cage traps. Let me make sure this one is the right variety as well. No, that's a cage trap. So who is loading a cage trap? I think this guy is. Actually, hold on a second. Okay, everything's going to plan, I'm saying. Let's quickly forbid all this wood. So nobody tries to come and claim it. DBC for floor. Build a floor here. Then pile X. Okay. A unicorn has reverted to a wild state. Oh no. That guy is almost as good as walking with a crutch as he is normal now. How nice. I'm gonna follow that guy. This is also good because it's getting my dwarves up and outside. Ooh, some more unicorns. We're going to get some more unicorn meat, everybody. Okay, the cage is getting... For some reason, that one dwarf just got very confused about this trap. And then he's going to go remove those stonefall traps that I set up that need to actually be cage traps. I've built almost 100 cage traps. Yeah, some of those are overkill. Okay, the trappening is basically complete. Hold on a second. Okay. Where are my unicorns at? So I just need them trained enough so that they will... There we go. So I can slaughter them when they grow up, which should be soon. Okay. Let's build some farm plots. Actually, hold on. Gonna have to build a road. As that mushroom that grew there means that I can't build a farm plot there anymore. But exposing those squares to sunlight will make them permanently outside squares. which means that instead of growing subterranean crops, they will grow outside plants. And this one is going to be for jute plants. No, rope reeds. And then I'm going to look at what seeds I have the next amount of. Fisher berries aren't very good. Ratweed isn't either. Probably rice. But the farm's got to get built first. And this. Okay. An elephant bone crown. And we'll go ahead and make this out of chalk blocks, just so that it remains consistent. For some reason you can't build a wall on top of a floor. It's one of the stupider things. Elk birds. There's elk birds down here. Elk birds are big, two-legged birds that can't fly and have horns. Or antlers, I should say. They would be interesting things to farm, but as it turns out, process plants. Spin. There we go. We're gonna get lots of job cancellation spam from that, but whatever. Why isn't anybody building this farm? The last glance over this. Okay, that's set up. That's set up. Okay, 4 more traps and then I'm done. Now it's time to smelt tetrahedrite. Actually, 5 to 10 is fine. And this one's going to get smelt tetrahedrite. How much tetrahedrite do I have? $11, so not enough. Not enough for the silver, at least. I should get copper from that. Tetrahedrite was over here. And down here. Okay, well. Start mining tetrahedrite. And we're going to set up a new pile. But for that pile, wood wheelbarrow. 6. Actually, hold on. Remove that. I'm just going to set it up at here manually. Make wooden wheelbarrow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I use featherwood for this kind of stuff because it is light. It's the lightest wood in the game, so having anything that needs to be moved made out of it will result in it going very quickly. And we'll dig this out too. Make our storage facility a little bigger. And go ahead and do this too. So we will approve for a temple complex. Pinstrat Paddlefather wishes to reside in Fern Stakes for the purpose of eradicating monsters. You bet. That means he won't follow any orders. He'll just wander around, and if I let him into the caverns, he'll go down there to explore. I think I need to just allow all food in here. Or prepared, we'll do meat. No, just permit everything except eggs and seeds. He's still cooking on repeat? No. I also should build doors here. Just in case of the old miasma. Yep. We got everything set up. Are all of these bedrooms? Nope. Okay, the rest, all of these should be bedrooms now. So build cabinets. Keep our stonemasons busy. We're getting to the point where I'm expecting to get a siege soon. We are prepared for a siege. Except that I don't have a lot of ammunition. But if I can get a steady stream of copper, I'll feel better about my ammunition situation. Okay, maybe now I can build this weapon trap. And they're going to be made out of serrated steel discs. We're only going to do one at a time this time. Okay. Rice. Let's get that finished up. Are my mechanics hard at work? Getting there. But it's such that most of the places in the map are trapped. Many of the elk birds have left. There's still some unicorns around. That means the sparrows left. That's good. Oh, that's what they're coming out here to get. I had fisher dwarves who were just fishing and then throwing the things they caught onto the ground. I'm going to turn off my fishers. Okay. Were my wheelbarrows made? They were. So pile. Stone. It's a big old stone pile. And this stone pile accepts metal ores. And I'm just going to accept of all type. And max wheelbarrow 6. But I'm going to make a few more wheelbarrows out of feather wood. There we go. So now my non-busy dwarves will start hauling metal into this big pile over here. They're going to start with the metal that's nearby. Oh, I should forbid a lot of this stuff. A lot of the magnetite here. There isn't any. There might be. Claim this chalk. Nope, there's just a little bit of tetrahedrite there, so that's fine. So yeah, they'll use these wheelbarrows to collect metal ore. And one thing I should actually do is set up a big old dump on all this stuff that's not in the stockpile. That way they won't collect it to put it in the stockpile, they'll collect it to put over here. I'm going to have to redo my stockpiles with this expanded space. But everybody seems to be happy. And busy. Productive. Safe. All the things you could want. One thing I'm going to do while I'm sort of slow on ammunition is I'll set an armor stand in the archery room, and that'll let my archers train their other skills rather than just archery. Okay, traps are almost set up. We are doing good. There's only one circumstance in which we're not good with this. And it's the very small chance that we get attacked by a dragon. If that happened, this wooden wall here could potentially burn down and expose my flank. So I have to be careful of that. So I might replace that with stone at some point. There's a unicorn in this tree. Well, you do you, unicorn. Flaming sparrows instead. That would be interesting. cryolite. Go ahead and mine these gems out too, why not? We got so many bones from killing those elephants. We're gonna trade the elves so many elephant bone materials. That's magnetite, right? Yeah. Oh, here's a very silly thing. I accidentally set these wheelbarrows to be dumped. Okay, I only got one of them. We're about to set up another big old juicy dump. There's a big old dump. Look at them spread out. More unicorns. Okay, then we're going to go pile you for furniture. Not yet. Wait for him to mine out these last few squares. I'm going to set up a new pile, though. And it's going to be this pile over here. And this is a furniture pile that accepts bags. We're going to have another pile, you, over here, that is going to accept mechanisms. That'll help these two piles from getting congested. Congested is what I just said. Flurry of movement happening as Workshops get decluttered. It's odd that boxes and bags are one category. I've got all these bags and boxes, but I would rather have boxes be closer to the main stairway so that my furniture haulers could move them around better. Build an armor stand. Build it here. There's an aquifer here. Getting tetrahedrite though. Actually, let's turn off magnetite for that pile. And then get a claim going here. Okay. Time for boxes. Made of stone or wood. More bedrooms. Okay. How many bedrooms actually is this? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10. 40. 50, 60. 68. 76. Okay, start making shell crafts. There we go. Wait, why are you not making shell crafts anymore? Okay, you are making shell crafts. Oh, I get it. This workshop was never going to work. if I go here and go give to you, give to you. Now it should work. Okay. Kind of broken the symmetry of this a little bit, but that's fine. Let's let the love archers train here. They'll start wrestling each other and learning how to use their armor. I am going to close the trader gate. I've left it open too long. And with that, our fortress is very, very secure. Only one point of entry. It's crossed a bridge over a moat that leads to a bunch of cage traps and a pillbox, guarded with another bridge and an alert dog. And our unicorns are coming right along. I think they take 2 years to grow up all the way. But when they become unicorns, then they'll start getting killed for their meat and bones. And it's like once your first crop sort of takes off, then just they start happening more. Okay. Also going to need you to smooth out all of this stuff. One thing I should do is I'll do it after I start doing this. So my elf doesn't actually have anywhere to stay, I don't think. Okay, lots of... What's my ammunition like? I don't know. So let's cancel that. Add weapons and ammunition, copper bolts, repeat. It says I have 74. Is that going off the real count or the false count? That's the real count. So make copper bolts until I have 750 to 1,000 of them. And now it's time to get some real job cancellation spam going. Because take a quick look, make sure my armorer is as good as I think they are. Armorer is pretty good. So. 30 breastplates. 30 mail shirts. 30 helms. $30 steel greaves. 30 steel leggings. 30 steel high boots. That reminds me. 3 leather low boots. So helm, breastplate, mail, leggings, greaves, gauntlets. 30 gauntlets. Another 10 cloaks. Let's get some cloth shoes going. Okay. Improved a cat bone scepter. Why isn't designating all? Yeah, that's what I wanted. Let's dig out some apartments for long-term guests now that I have some. And let's build display furniture. And we'll make a museum for our artifacts. But one thing I'm going to do is we're going to go to military. We're going to go to the love archers. I'm going to look for my archer who has the highest marks dwarf skill, which we have some good marks dwarves now. Proficient, I should say. Geshed. Geshed. I'm going to equip. Ah, shit. I should be able to assign them a specific weapon. Because I want my best archer to use my artifact crossbow. Yes, specific weapon. weapons. I have Zolthadist, Tessum Rithlet, and Nagalateb. I have to look. Okay, Zolthadist Tessum Rithabit is the iron crossbow. So Geshid. Don't use crossbow. Use specific weapon. That. And then my next best archer is Odom, who is going to use Nagathaldeb. There we go. So my best archers will use my best crossbows. And they should be training now. Yeah, they're just... Now that they can train without... The way it works is archery has a much lower... Like, training on the archery target has a much lower priority than training any other training. So while I'm low on bolts, I'm going to have them just practice their armor using and stuff. What is my engraver doing? Watching bone carving demonstration. Why are you not doing this? I'll turn on other engravers. It's springtime. And the music track I added worked. That's nice. I added some music because of the one song I had to remove. That was a royalty-free song, got my VOD muted. Gotta email Mr. McLeod to tell him that his stuff's getting muted. I should do that. Technically, I could appeal the muting, because I think I do have rights to use the music, because it's I would have to attribute it to him if I'm using it on my video. Because I think his is royalty free except for attribution. Gave birth to a girl. Yeah, Tossid has been missing for a while. Yeah, so Tossid Ethramidicil, that's the bone carver that got annihilated last stream. He'll show up as a ghost if I don't, He'll show up as a ghost if he's not memorialized. loads of shells. So decorate with shells. Yes. Giant sparrows are back. What's wrong with this guy? Did he go outside? Nope, he's just blinking for some reason. Ooh, a Fey mood. Okay, Brewer. Come on, baby. Claim a metalsmith's forge. Come on, baby. Come on. Metalsmith's forge. Come on. Metalsmith's forge. No! You bastard! Has grown attached to a steel battle axe. Well, that is just fine. Very happy for you to become attached to a steel battle axe. Okay, my bedrooms look about complete. There's a few more chests that need to be placed, but for the most part, I have living quarters for about 120 dwarves. So let's get a big healthy dump going. And get some more beds. What does an elf think about sleeping on a wooden bed? Because elves hate beds, or hate wood. Well, they love wood. They hate trees. Okay, display an item. Yeah, display that. Display that. Yeah, display that. So these are... Okay, I picked the right amount of... Although there's going to be another... Let's make another 2 pedestals. Yeah, we don't have any grown beds. Okay. You make a mysterious construction, why don't you, you bastard? Okay, so we're gonna have a museum. For our artifacts. And let's go to, where is my... You. L to assign location. Add location. Inn or tavern. The Golden Supper. And It's not going to be all visitors welcome. Citizens and long-term residents only. I've been having problems with visitors coming in and just murdering my fort, like turning into were-apes. But we are going to assign location, the Golden Supper. And that'll let long-term residents have a place to sleep. So my elf and my human warrior who's visiting will be able to do stuff. Yeah, people who will come to steal my artifacts, people who will come to murder me by becoming a werewolf. Just all sorts of nasty stuff. So we'll have some rooms for our inn. Actually, one thing I should do. Alright. I might go and do that through... Now, what's that? Elven Caravan. They're gonna get so many bones. No, they're gonna get shells too, not just bones. Because I still have infinite shells for some reason. Somebody dropped a unicorn bone earring. Ah, I can't make pedestals out of economic stone? That's a bit of a problem, considering that's basically all I have. There's bauxite here. And jet. Jet isn't a economic stone. Okay, well, the elves are here. Hopefully they brought something cool. The odds of that are low, but a man can dream. A lignite crown. Well, la-di-fucking-da. I forgot that feather trees have egg yolks. I haven't ever found I don't know if I've found, crafts. I'm not going to be able to sell a lot of my prepared food, but I might just be able to buy everything that this caravan is selling. I'm actually absolutely certain that I could do so. I'll just do this. I'll do it manually. Yeah, make it out of chalk. Okay, let's trade. Okay, I can't trade the barrels because they're made of wood. Sure, take that, take that, take that, take that, take that. Don't want your toy boats. Want your... why a male giant tiger? I already have one of those. I'll take your giant axolotl. The giant roach isn't as exciting as it sounds. They only live for a year. But if they brought one giant tiger, maybe they'll bring me another. I'll buy some of your worthless clothes. Don't care about arrows. I could get all this stuff here except maybe the dates. Sadly going to not be able to. What if I just give them a ton of shit? I want to buy $3,000 worth of stuff from you, and I'm going to pay you 15. So, yeah, I could have bought out their entire inventory with relative ease, actually. I'll buy a few buckets. Here, have some elephant stuff. No longer need you. Thanks for the tiger. Okay, my armorsmith is making masterpieces, which is the good stuff. Okay, let's build a slab. Not Control S, Alt S. And we'll build a memorial to the guy who got crushed. Okay, I'm going to tell him to stop making lavish meals now, because I'm running out of space. Maybe what I should do is dig that out. Then move the chicken coop back one and make that my food storage zone. So now the guy who got crushed won't come back as a ghost. Yeah, I did make another traction bench. Because here's how quickly my food storage is filling up. It's a good problem to have, really. But still a problem. Because I need to get that temple complex built. I'm going to tell him to stop smoothing everything that isn't the place that's going to be the temple complex. I guess I could make that thing up there the temple complex. Our unicorn foals are growing. You should be... You're making steel leggings. Also going to have to unbuild these nest boxes. Because this area is going to become my food storage zone. Okay. Now let's go into Dwarf Therapist to make sure only my good engraver is ready. So he's going to have to engrave that. And I'm going to want to... What's my good mason doing making steel bars? So I want this guy to make rock statues on repeat. So I have 2 to 7 of them, and they are going to be made out of chalk. Statues can help increase the value of a room nicely. Okay, no longer in need of the elves, so let's go ahead and pull the trader gate. Let's go ahead and go to stone and chalk. Okay. So it's not restricted. So they should make pots out of chalk, and they have, I can see. Okay. I'm going to Beating zone, assign location. It was the sanctuary of turquoise that wanted that. That we agreed to build a temple complex at. And if I destroy this, what does that mean? Just temple. So I can do it in 2 rooms. There's no reason for it to be 1. Recognized High Priest. And just anybody. Yeah, there we go. So now we have a more... We have a priesthood established for a church that my guys really like. Before I forget, my miners should have their hauling turned back on. Yeah, the smoothed out floors are nice. Okay. Dump that stuff. Dump that. New zone. Okay. Pen or pasture? Kittens get to go in here. Pen or pasture? All of our birdies go in here. I almost put the tiger in there. That would be bad. Okay. Okay. And this is going to be a pile for food of all varieties. except for seeds. And this place will give to this pile and give to that pile. And that means I can go over here, turn off all of this stuff except for permit and permit. Okay. And what this should do is give me a big food stockpile that will give to the little food stockpiles, and it should give me a lot more food space than I currently have. What are these? What kind of food is this? Turkey egg, hen egg, quarry bush leaf, and quarry bush leaf. Yeah, so eggs and quarry bush leaves, that was what we were going to say our foodstuffs of the fortress were. Make these doors not pet passable. So that the cats and turkeys at all cannot leak out. One thing I should do is settings, max barrel. Yeah, max barrel's a lot. Hello, Awesomatic. We're nearing the end. This has been a stream of dealing with logistical problems. But we are getting there. There's nothing I need to do. Is 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm going to be setting up a new squad soon. Probably when I get my next migrant wave. So I want to have some wooden shields ready. I have a petition. Santa Spike Swamps. Approved. Okay. Making bedrooms for our long-term residents. Well, I don't know if they're there or not. Let's look at some of our people. There's a Gorlock. A small, round humanoid found wandering in deep underground. Much of its body is taken up by a huge tusked mouth. She is muscular. Her skin is goldenrod. Her eyes are red. My favorite thing about Gorlaks is dwarves can like Gorlaks for their insightful, for their wise insights, I think it is. So, who else do we got? I wanted to look at the swamp. The swamp woman. Who knows? Yeah, we got a memorial for our guy we crushed. We're almost out of shells. That's good. Do I have a weaver ready? I have some good weavers. Okay. That guy's just shooting past the other guys. Okay. Giant elephants. I don't know what I'll do with the giant elephants when I catch them. Because they're heading right towards my traps. Yeah, giant elephants are, they're one of the largest creatures in the game. The only thing that's really larger are giant sperm whales. Killing a single one of them will get you about 1,000 meat. In comparison, a turkey will get you 9 meat. But elephants have a problem. They require an immense amount of pasture to live, especially giant elephants. So you can't really raise them. What I would probably do is just, do you have to mill rice? I'm gonna look that up. Do you have to mill rice? Can either be milled into rice flour or brewed into rice beer. Okay. So let's make a millstone then. And by millstone I mean kern. And the elephants are just milling around. So these creatures are truly gigantic, but they're not. They will run away if approached. So they're not that dangerous. Man, I'm sad that they brought a giant tiger, but they didn't brought... No, enough meat to feed a fort for a year or 3, more like it. You can live off one giant elephant kill for a very long time. Look how many unicorns we have! I love it! Let's do this. Shear some animals. I have lots of sheep and alpaca now, so surely I can start making some yarn. The giant elephant year, yes. Yeah, from a giant elephant you get 730 to 1,075 meat, 204 to 337 fat, 36 to 57 brain. So it's just like, you get like so much stuff, but you still only get one skull. I guess if I catch one, I'll try to train it. As worst case scenario, I can just slaughter it afterwards. I'm going to preemptively do this. Make a pile for elephants and giant elephants by the bridge. So if I catch one, my dwarves don't take 10 years hauling it all the way here. Okay. Things seem to be going well. A stray unicorn. No, not available. So we have domesticated unicorns. So the old unicorn we are going to slaughter. The new male unicorn is domesticated. The old one is not. Up, here he comes. You're going to watch him die. Count the ways you have seen a unicorn die on this stream, and you will add one now. Dead. That was among the first unicorns we captured. And now he is dead. Turned into beautiful meat, and a beautiful horn, some brains, some fat, and some leather. We're doing good on steel bars, though. And we've got 6 bars of unicorn soap. Oh, there's a large roach somewhere. Anyways. I think I can destroy that lever. I never needed it. Because I found a more clever way to get around my trap management than raising. So yeah, destroy this lever. Now I just want to catch a creature in one of these traps. I spent so long setting this up. If I never catch a creature in this, I'll have built this dam for nothing. But it was a good engineering project. I hope we get some Axe Lords soon. The most kills I have on a dwarf right now is 4. Tobul Namunal has killed 3 has killed 3 kills. Killed a Kasset Equifondle to the human. And killed 2 elephants and 1 unicorn. With an axe. We have all of these turkey hen roasts. We have a lot of them, actually. Well, that guy's going to go eat one. Ah, people are having a party. It's called simulating. So Asin is singing. Don't know what they're doing. They're probably dancing. Oh, and there's that guy sheared an alpaca. And some migrants arrived. Let's see how many I get. How many fresh-faced recruits that we're going to conscript into hammer dwarves. Except for the one guy I have who's going to be a spear dwarf. I brought a cat. I'm glad I set up bedrooms before this. Who's that guy? Siege operator. Somebody brought a horse. Yes, grow attached to your steel battle axe. Why are you still called a wrestler if you have a steel battle axe? Yeah, he's as good at axes as he is at wrestling. Looks like a big migration wave. Is that buffalo the last thing? Yak, I'm sorry. Okay. Last thing of the day. Let's pasture any unpastured animals. We got a cat and a duckling. There we go. So you got all these bedrooms. And one last thing, let's look at Dwarf Therapist. And look at Migration Wave. Look at this last bit of migrants. We got 19 of them. One of them is okay at stone detailing. Do you have any armorers? Talented. Some furnace operators. Okay. Doctor. Nothing great. Siege operating is okay, but I never use siege weapons, so it's not that important. How about military? You need good axe dwarves. You need good marks dwarves. Some very modest marks dwarves. Yeah, nobody really great military-wise anyways. The best guy is this person here, my new armor smith. Who I'm probably just going to let armor, not gym cut. Let's take a look at our gym cutting and setting. Yeah, that's fine. So, nothing too exciting, but we've got warm bodies, so we're going to make some hammer dwarves. I have a good mace dwarf, but she is one of my marks dwarves. I have a bad hammer dwarf, but I have hammers. And Domas is going to become a spear dwarf. What is the current antic? Well, we just got a bunch... I was just winding down because we just got a new migration wave. The current fortress now has 114 dwarves in it. 115, forgive me. How much lodgings do I have? 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 32, 36, 40. $36, 40, 76. $86, 96, 106. Yeah, I've got more than enough room. Plus, I've got a dormitory. So my rooms are about what they need to be. So we have over 100 dwarves in our fort now. And I need to tell some of them to stop fishing. Okay, I'll tell 2 of them to fish. Okay. The other antic we did is we mined out all the ramps up here and set similar choke point traps as we did before. And we have a lot of giant elephants on the map that we might catch. Here they are over here. We're just kind of wandering around. And I dug a big moat that won't actually be filled with water. The only thing that I would want to fill this moat with would actually be magma, but I don't have any magma right now. Ah, some people vomited when they stepped outside. Nice. Anyways, that's it for this set of Dwarf Fortress. Next time, we're going to be setting up another... we're going to be setting up another squad. Maybe 2 more squads. And we are going to... I've poked into the cavern lair. Oh, what's that? A naked mole dog. We might begin exploring the cavern lair. But to do so, I need to have... Let's make that the official plan. I'll begin planning the preparations now. As we'll penetrate the cavern lair here. Although I might want to be a little bit more careful about it than that. Let's see. I'll do that. But I want to set up... You know, what I probably want to do is just... If... Yeah. We're going to set up more honeycomb traps here. And that will ensure that this is safe. But I probably also want to just have an unobstructed entrance. Actually, no, we'll do it like this. And this will keep my dwarves from stepping over themselves if any one of these is blocked off. They'll all be able to get through, but I'll still be able to trap it extremely. And it'll be a little ugly, but that's the price of doing business. This will be for my Marks dwarves. Can't do that. Shit. That's fine. I can do the same thing, but from this direction. There we go. That's slightly appealing. I'm designing my entrance to the mines, or the caverns, and it shall be from here. Okay. So I can have a big wide area for my melee dwarves to fight things, and also have archer support. And I can also send archers to shoot things as they're in the narrow part. And I can have traps cover this. But I'm going to have to move the stairs here. Can't have that. So I'm going to have to go forward one more. This is fine, though. Okay. And this will let my dwarves go. This will give me another line of defense here, but I'm going to want to dig that out as well. So this is a last line of defense that I'll have. I'll mine down. I'll make my turn here, go down again. And this will be how we penetrate the caverns. What's the chessboard part for? It's a bit fanciful, really. It's going to control where... I'm going to put traps, basically, on all of those grids, and it's going to force the creatures to walk over certain parts. And I guess some of them aren't needed anymore. I'll stick to that. That'll just give me enough openings. Yeah, that's good. So I'm not log jammed. I'll have 3 entrance points into the caverns so my dwarves aren't spilling over themselves trying to get in or out with their pathing. And really, the AI is only going to use some of these. Like, they're never going to go over here. I can still control here. So let's see how much of this I actually need. This is probably sufficient. Actually, no. That's the opposite of what I want. Should I just keep the honeycomb pattern? I don't know how effective it will be. It kind of looks nice, though. Ah, thank you, Burnhead. This is probably overwrought, but I'm okay with things being overwrought. Okay, so this is what we'll be doing next time, next stream. Is we will be penetrating the cavern, the first layer of the caverns, with this point of entry, which will allow us to actually. One thing I might want to do is have a big time waster here. Actually, what does this do? If I'm not sending people down into the mine, into the fortress, what will this do for me? I think this doesn't mean anything. This is dumb. Although, is there stuff to gather from the caverns? Yes, there's trees, plants, animals, resources. I'm looking for magma, and you can get silk down here. I think this will be sufficient. If I ever have to fight a forgotten beast, which I will at some point, then I want to have a at least plan about what I'm going to do about them. Which might involve forcing them to go into here. Let's see. There was an aquifer over here, right? Ooh. Then this is a plan. Yes. Okay. This chamber here. Yes. I'm not doing this yet, but I'm planning it. This will be a drowning chamber. This will be a trap for if I have to fight a Forgotten Beast. I can lure the Forgotten Beast into here and then flood it. Like, I'm not... Okay, I'm pretty far from the edge of the map. Oh, no! Fine! See here? I even have a source of water right here. That probably won't actually be any good. Because that's not going to be enough water to drown something to death. How far from the edge of the map am I? I could maybe... I'll have to figure out where the rest of the caverns are before I really know anything. But this will be the beginnings of my plan. Well, I can drown any big nasty monster to death here if I have to. But here's the beginning of our plan. Is this. So now our hotkey is set to here. So next time on Dwarf Fortress, what's the name of our fort? The easiest way for me to tell is to go here. Fern Stakes. We have Pinstrat, Abelier, and Elf Bowman, and Sana Umilalan, Hellhuman Crossbowman. Unless it doesn't breathe. That's true. Then the water might not kill it. But it's, or if it's amphibious, then that also wouldn't care. In which case, I'll just stab it to death. Or find magma. One of those. We'll apply Dwarven solutions. But for now, that's going to be it for now. Thanks everybody for joining. I meant to stop like 45 minutes ago, but I got caught up with stuff. So this time, not a lot of exciting things happened, but we did a lot of logistical things. Oh, we also got a new artifact that I never looked at. The Lignite Crown. Not very impressive. It's a crown made of lignite, which means it would stink. And it's got wool and more lignite on it and lychee wood, and on it is an image of a gem. So it's got a square on it. It's no plain pact. To get to plain pact, you have to look at... What is this? So our human has this, but where's this at? So the elf brought this scroll with him. It's about a dwarf who moved to a place 200 years ago. The writing is as vicious as can be. Overall, the prose is amateurish at best. And then we've got this, which is what the human has. Now, we haven't written any books yet, but I've never written any books. Anyway, at least in this game. I almost wrote a book in real life. Anyways, that's going to be it for now. Thanks everybody for joining. I think May is going to be a Bloodvember. I'm going to try streaming every day of May now that I'm done with everything else. But for now, good night.